guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Elise from Discovering Elise, and I'm hoping you guys can see me because yeah, I'm trying to record from the back of my camera today. I'm at the park with my daughter and I'm just sitting here just thinking, you know, like with all the stuff that I've been going through with like job loss and financial issues and struggles and things like that. I was just thinking, like, what advice would my mom give me if she was here? And I just wanted to kind of come on and give somebody some mama advice that maybe if they're going through it, or to prevent them from going through something like this. Because at my big old age, being laid off, even though it's no fault of my own, is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, it's difficult, it's hard, it's frustrating, it's scary, because you're not knowing and you're dependent on that job for security, you're dependent on that job for stability, and you just get used to those paychecks coming in, right? So my main advice would be to have a backup plan. It's going to be important for you to have a backup plan, have something else. Don't put, you know, it's like that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Do not put all your eggs in one job. Don't put all your faith in one job. You be there for years and years and years, and you help them, you help build the company or whatever it may be. And these jobs don't care about you. The jobs don't care about you. The companies don't care about you. The CEOs don't care about you. They try to act like they do, but they really, really don't. You're just a warm body in a seat doing work, building their dream, right? So my advice would be to have something, a backup plan, something of your own, which I wish I would have had a backup plan, something to fall back on. Just not thinking like, because it was never this hard to find a job. It was never this hard, like, I mean, because I used to job hop. As a nurse, you can do that because, like, you can always go and just go and leave, you know, work, leave for something better, you know, benefiting you or whatever, better money, whatever, what have you. Right now, the job market is sick.
I really don't think most of you understand how crazy, how brutal the 2024 job market is. I talk to hundreds, if not thousands of people a month through my DMs, through chats on live shows, one-on-one meetings. And most of the people that I talk with are not unqualified. Most of them have accomplished amazing things. Most of them have never had to look for a job in their life because they've had recruiters like me reaching out to them. But suddenly they're on the market because their companies laid them off and they are struggling big time. They're applying to hundreds of jobs, if not thousands of jobs, and only hearing back from a few companies. Then when they get into these interview processes, they're having to go through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds of interviews. And if they haven't been ghosted through that process, which is happening all the time, they're getting the final interview and they're having to go against 3 or 4 or even 5 other really, really qualified candidates. And most of the time, they're not getting the job offer. If they are one of the lucky ones and they get the job offer, they're usually getting a lowball offer. But guys, if you are like judging job seekers or you're thinking it's not that bad out there, you need to adjust your expectations. You also need to prepare that you could also get laid off because we are continuing to see hundreds and thousands of layoffs in 2024.
It's like, it's so hard to find a job. It's like everybody's getting laid off. Everybody's trying to find a job. Everybody's competing for the same job. And it's really, really rough. So if I would have had some sort of backup plan, maybe some sort of side hustle, some business of my own, maybe some kind of skill that I could do, maybe hair, maybe something like that. I don't know, like a skill that you would get from like a community college, maybe technical skill, something like that I could fall back on. Maybe I was doing that on the side and having my business and working on the side. I mean, you know what I mean, like working my 9 to 5 and having another stream of income coming in. That would have been good, because like when this one failed me, I still had this one to fall back on. And they say, you know, go to school, get all these degrees, work hard, get the degrees, go to school. That's what they tell you to do, and that's what I told my kids to do. But right now, I guess times has changed. You know, that was you know, what my parents told me to do, for me to go to school, you know, and be, I hope y'all can still see me because I'm trying to record this with my back camera. For me to go to school, go to college, you know, get a degree. That was their dream, because when my dad went to college, my mom didn't. My mom didn't even graduate high school. So they wanted me to do better than them, and that's my dream for my kids, to do better than me. But I want them to also have a skill. So as a mama, I would say have another skill, something to fall back on, just in case these jobs fail you, because they, unfortunately, they do. The next thing would be, you need to have something saved up, right? You need to have an emergency savings. If you can get as much as 6 months worth of your bills, the total amount of your bills, 6 months worth of that saved up, that would be ideal, just in case you get laid off, fired, the job goes down, whatever. You'll have that to fall back on, and you'll be able to maintain yourself until you find something else. Because like from the first time I got laid off, it took about 3 months for me to find another position. Now I got laid off again. Well, the contract ended abruptly when it wasn't supposed to, so it feels like a layoff. They're considering it like a layoff. Yeah, you get 6 months worth of savings for all of your living expenses, your bills, your utilities, your main utilities, your essential utilities. I want you to try to get at least 6 months of savings, and I want you to put that savings in a high yield savings account. It's going to be important for that money to be making some money while it's sitting there, not just in a regular savings account where it may only gain 0.01%. You want something that's going to gain a little bit more than that. Like hopefully you can get like 5% in a high yield savings account. So look for a high yield savings account to put your emergency fund in, and then like have some of that money. So maybe like save, if you can, like once you get back on your feet, trying to save at least 10% of your income that comes in, your excess money, trying to save like 10% of that and putting that towards the savings, putting it away, just putting it away like a squirrel. Just keep putting a little bit, and that little bit will build up. But the first thing you're gonna have to do is get on your feet, get back on your feet. Then you know, once you get back on your feet and you get another job, or you get that that side hustle, that your own business, become an entrepreneur, what have you. Once you get money coming in regular and everything is taken care of, and you're ahead on your bills, and you got all your money saved up for your rent and your utilities for right now, then I want you to start putting that money away for a rainy day. Putting that money away, just like how the animals and the squirrels and the bears, they all put things away for a rainy day. Put that money away for a rainy day, because rainy days are, unfortunately, they will come. How to manage your bills and things like that. So you want to make sure you get a budget. Make sure you budget your bills. Don't go spending crazy with your rent or your mortgage that you may have. Ooh, I have dry skin on my face, forgive me. With your rent or your mortgage that you may have, taking out like per paycheck. Like if you can like take out, like maybe split that amount of your mortgage or your rent up per paycheck, put that in a separate checking account. You need multiple checking accounts. So get you a separate checking account, right? Split that money for your rent, because shelter is going to be on the top of the list, right? Well, make sure you have your shelter, your housing covered. So split that rent up per paycheck and have it directly drafted out of your paycheck before you even see it, and have it go into that separate checking account and don't touch it, right? Then have another checking account for your utility bills that you need. I'm not talking about Netflix, I'm not talking about cell phone, I'm not talking about internet, any of that stuff. I'm talking about like your utilities that you need to sustain yourself, to keep yourself warm, to keep lights on. So water bill, if you have that, gas, if you have that, electricity, if you have that, car payment, you need transportation, so car payment, car insurance. Put all those in have another separate checking account, right? And have the amount for all those bills put into that checking account, and have those on auto pay, so you don't even have to think about it, right? Because it's easier when you don't have to think about the bills and have them just come straight out of your account. So you got that checking account, and then you have another checking account for you to spend on like gas, for your car, food, clothing, etc. Fun stuff, fun money, that stuff in that checking account. But make sure you have your essentials, your main bills taken care of before you go and spend any money. No frivolous spending. You need to budget a certain amount and try to stick to that amount if you can. I know it's hard because we live in a consumer-based society that targets you and makes you want to buy, and it's all these advertisements, and everybody has this, and they have their affiliate links and things, and make you want to buy, and influencers make you want to buy. And I know it's hard, it's tough for me because I like to shop, but it's going to be important to do as an adult to maintain yourself in case any kind of financial thing arises. And then the last thing, I want you to make sure that you, in the event something happens like that to you, like it did to me, I want you to make sure you try to keep your mental health in check. I want you to try to do something to channel out these emotions, to get out these emotions. Make sure you're grounding, get your feet in some soil, touch a tree, hug a tree. Journal, talk to somebody, get therapy if you need it. All these things will help. It'll help you mentally, help you to maintain your peace, a peace of mind, because when all of this stuff when it happens, all of the thoughts and things and doubts and fears just come flooding in, and and it's tough. So I want you to make sure that you try to maintain your faith, and whoever your higher power is, mine is God, I want you to make sure that you maintain that communication. And if you don't have anybody to talk to about it, talk to God about it, pray about it, because he's there in a time of need. He is your comfort when you are hurting. So that's all I wanted to get on here and say. I hope everybody is doing well, and remember what I was saying back in the day. Let go, let God. You have to learn to lean on faith and to know that God is a present help, and he will provide for you. He will provide for you, and he will make a way. Even when it seems like it's no way, he will make a way. I promise. I promise. So that's my mama advice to you. And you got this. You can do this. It's gonna be okay. I promise it's gonna be okay. I'm okay. It's gonna be okay. So yeah, guys, I love you, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.